Hi, how are you? Welcome to Gold Nugget, JAW_success. If this is your first time to the channel, let me welcome you. If you have already subscribed, let me thank you for joining me on this growth path. Today, my nugget is it can, but it don't have to be. What can? Life can continue to happen as is, but it doesn't have to be. Things can continue around us as they are. We can go to the same job every day. We can interact with the same people all the time. We can have the same conditions around us all the time. Or we can choose to change it. Some things only continue because we allow them to continue. I was thinking the other day that anytime we decide that we're going to learn something, anytime we decide that we're going to change something, that's when it changes. In fact, things are often difficult to accomplish or to achieve when it stretches us, when it forces us to come out of our comfort zone. Learning anything takes patience, takes effort, and it takes a level of diligence. So, a matter of fact, anything that will take us to the next level will require learning. Anything that will take us beyond what we are accustomed to, beyond the environment that is consistently around us, will take effort. In fact, it will also cost us something. What will I be willing to pay? What's the price that we'll be willing to pay to change things around us? Things will not change unless we choose to change them. They will continue the same way. We will live sick. We will not have sufficiency. And when I talk about sufficiency, I'm talking about money. We will have the same kind of house, living condition, same neighborhood. We will deal with the same kind of crosses, same type of pressures, unless we decide to change them. Now, there are four things that little by little I am learning and have to be applying for my own self that will cause us to change anything that we are involved in, any condition we find ourselves in. As I said a while ago, learning anything at all that we're going to learn, it will take some level of effort. It will take us being patient. It will take us being not accepting of every situation or every invitation. It will take us giving up and sacrifice. So if we're going to change things in our lives, we're going to have to make it in our mind that we're going to apply four things. The first one of those four things is diligence. We're going to have to be diligent. And diligent for me is a continuous effort in searching out the truth, searching how we're going to apply ourselves, looking at the information present to us, and consistently working towards a better outcome. That's what it means. And when I say consistent, I don't mean that we're going to always be on point, but we will be more on point than we will be giving up and slackening off. So when we're diligent, it means that we pay attention. We pay attention not just to the details, but we pay attention to the outcome. We look at, why am I here? Why am I doing this? Am I doing it because I want to please other people? Am I doing it because I see others with it? Do I want it because it is the popular thing to be had? Is that how my life is going to be? Diligence means that we search out a matter. The next thing that will take for us to change any circumstances in our lives is knowledge. By knowledge, a house is built, right? By knowledge, we nothing that we will accomplish will be accomplished with us being ignorant. Nothing that we will accomplish, nothing that we will change will require us to be individuals who don't want to learn anything new, don't want to make the sacrifice, don't want to make the effort, don't want to spend the hours, don't want to spend the time, don't want to give up certain crowd and people and be, the word that I want to use is consistent, but it's not just consistent, as I said earlier on. It is a kind of forcefulness. It's kind of saying to ourselves, yes, I know you would want to sleep. Yes, I know you would want to be lazy. Yes, I know it's painful. Yes, I know it's hard to do it. But I am still going to get up and do it. Because anyhow we don't force ourselves to get out of this mindset where everything must be all right and comfortable, things will not change. It's only when things become uncomfortable, it's only when things become annoying to us that we force ourselves to grow, we force ourselves to learn, and we force ourselves to find out what would be required. Okay? So when I talk about knowledge, I'm talking about learning, opening up ourselves to information, opening ourselves to, as I said a while ago, being diligent, searching out a matter, looking at stuff to see how is this going to work. If it doesn't work, then what do I need to change? Okay? So that's number 2. So the house is built by knowledge, but by wisdom it is furnished. It is full with treasures. What is wisdom? Wisdom is the application of knowledge. It's how we use information. It's how we use things that we hear, we see, right? And sometimes a lot of us, the wisdom we have lead us into stray, because the wisdom we are applying is the everyday norm. It's how people do it. There's a saying that says, if you continue to do what you have always done, you will continue to get exactly what you have always gotten. Or if you continue to follow people and follow other people's ideas and not branching out into new horizon, new setting, thinking bigger than where you are, guess what will happen? You will end up in the same situation. So when I talk about wisdom, I'm talking using information aright, using knowledge aright. Some of us, we are using the knowledge we have, yes, but we're using it to criticize ourselves. We're using it to criticize others instead of using it to find out what made this individual into the person that they want to be. How did they get there? And if they use this kind of information to get to where they are, how can I use that same information, tweak it in my own way, right, to get to where I want to go? Number 4, all right? Number 4 is practice. I realize, and I said it earlier on, that if we are going to learn anything, it's going to take some level of effort. And practice make things happen. It means that if you're a writer, like I am, you've got to keep writing. No athlete become great without forcing themselves to practice, forcing themselves to set themselves target and run towards that target, play towards that target, push towards that target. Some of us, we want to get there, but we don't want to practice. We don't want to put out the effort. We don't want to take it up on our own shoulder to go the extra mile. Practicing here is not just practicing when the team is practicing. It's not practicing when everything feels comfortable. It's not practicing when everything feels nice. It's not practicing when the mood is right. It is practicing on the dark night. It is practicing even when it's raining. And sometimes, in order to practice when it's raining, we have got to create an environment for ourselves. Create an environment, a safe space, as it were, for us to work in. Many of us are not able to do that. And because we're not able to do that, we fail. So, things doesn't have to remain the same. But if it's going to change, it's going to take some level of diligence. It's definitely going to take information. We're going to have to learn it. We're going to have to search it for it. We're going to have to ask ourselves the question, why is it this way? Right? Why is it this way? Some of us have accepted it the way it is. And because we have accepted it the way it is, it won't change. Lord, this is just how it is for me. Everybody else is allowing it to happen to them. So might as well I allow it to happen to me. Why can't you be different? Why can't I be different? Why do we have to accept the things that make some of us cower in fear and run into the shadows, make some people bold as a lion? The thing that is killing some of us is making other people stronger. Why? How does that happen? Why is that the situation? Because we allow it. We allow the situation to kill us instead of saying, this is not here to kill me. It is here to make me stronger. It is here to make me believe in myself. It is here to make me, being at my lowest point, dream of something bigger, seeing a higher level, connecting with God, connecting with something bigger than ourselves, connecting with something that pull us from where we are. Many of us are not allowing ourselves to question where we are. We just accept it. If it's going to change, we're going to have to question it. We're going to have to seek the information. And above all, we're going to have to apply it. Some of us, we know it, but we don't apply it. Why are you doing what you're doing? Can you change? Yes. So why aren't you changing? We're just not applying it. We're just not bold enough. We're just not creative enough. We're just not hungry enough. We're just not determined enough. We're just not forceful enough. And if it's going to happen, then we're going to have to get to that level where we force ourselves to practice, where we force ourselves to look for the people, look for the things, ask the questions, come out of the space, come out of the environment, come away from the regular, force yourself. So it can happen, but how is it going to happen? The change will only come when we decide to change. Many of us will say situations can't change because we are not willing to change. Are you willing to change? Are you willing to change you? Because many of us want to change other people, but we can't change ourselves. And this is why I'm saying to you, find the time to be diligent. Find the time to get knowledge. Find the time to become wise. And wisdom says, I can't be everything. I can't do everything. I can't accept everything. I can't watch everything. I can't listen to everything. I can't read everything. I can't be around everybody. I've just got to find my niche, find my spot, find my place, and work at it. Go at it. Because without wisdom, many of us take up things that we shouldn't. Go after things that we shouldn't. Practice things that we shouldn't. Many of us are practicing the wrong things. And so, as I close this nugget, I want to say it again. It can remain the same, but it doesn't have to. The only way it remains the same is if you are not diligent. If you fail to get knowledge, if you fail to apply wisdom, and above all, you fail to practice. And we don't practice things that we don't love. So we have got to love our future, love our destiny, love the place that is ahead of us, the things and the people that we want to be with, enough to force ourselves to be diligent. Can't use up every time that I have to watch even this YouTube channel. Can't use up every time that I have to watch movie, listen music, be on some platform, going out to the town to drink with friends and all of that kind of stuff. I can't waste the time. I have to be wise enough to say, shut it down now and do something else. This is JAW saying to you, by all means necessary, create a way out. God bless you. Bye.